I recently remodeled my living room and I leveled the floor, I did the drywall, I built a bench, I built a mantle, I did everything you could do, and I'm gonna go through all the steps. So if you want to remodel your living room, I'll give you some tips. So here we go. I am remodeling an addition that was built on top of a deck.
The thing about decks is that they're built on a little slope, so that means when it rains, the water can flow off of it. But the addition was built on top of the sloped deck.
So that means that the floor is not level. So we figured if we're gonna remodel the room, we may as well just pull up the floor and fix all the floor joists. So first you need to pull up all the layers of flooring. Here's me trying to be funny, pulling up the floor, and it came back and smacked me in the face. Okay, little tip here, screenwriting 101. Always show your protagonist interact in a positive way with the dog. That way, later on, if he does something that's questionably immoral, you'll be more forgiving. A couple of examples, you got John Wick, Mad Max, Ron Burgundy. They do bad stuff, but you're like, hey, he was nice as that dog.
So we pulled up the crappy oak floors, then we had the OSB subfloor to pull up. That was stapled down. Then we had to pull up the pine boards from the 50s. We got it all done, now it's time to fix it.
You got to get a bunch of 2x12s and glue and screw them in to your unlevel floor joists, but just make them level this time. Then you screw in a new 3/4 inch subfloor. Here's an important tip when you're redoing a floor. Get a container and put in fake cocaine and a fake bag of weed and bury it in the floor. So 80 years in the future, somebody's going to pull it up and find it and call the cops. Now that the floor is in, it's exciting because we could do whatever we want to do in the room. We want to do like a fireplace in the middle and shelves on the left side and on the right side, like a bench seat, somewhere I could play guitar.
Hell yeah, never had a lesson.
So we drew it with a Sharpie on the wall just to get a feel of what it'll look like. All right, now it's time to frame, getting exciting. And then we run some tubes to hook up the telly. And now it's time to do all the fun finish work, building the mantle and everything. I love doing finish work. It's easily my favorite part. Here's the thing about finish work. You cannot tell your wife that you enjoy doing it. You can't, because then she won't appreciate it as much when you're done. She would feel like she did you a favor. It's a tip. Shh. Now I'm building my little bench seat. I put some shiplap up so in the future people know I remodeled my house in the 20s. Now I need to build little doors for the cabinet I built. Here's the thing about this little alarm tag. It's fake. It's just a piece of cardboard. So you could just steal it. That's what I did. Route out the back of the doors, put in a 1/2 inch piece of MDF, and you have yourself a little shaker door. Hey, here's my wife staining the alder. Now we need to do some brick around the fireplace. All right, get some mortar on there, squish it on.
Time to caulk.
Every time a piece of wood touches another piece of wood, you have to caulk it, even if there's no gap. That way it'll all be consistent and look good. You go through tube after tube after tube of caulk. Okay, time to spray it. Fun, fun. Pull off all the tape. Kids always want to help you paint, but they will never do a good job. So always give them a spot you'll never see. All right, wood floor time, almost done. There it is. Time to bring in the rug and the couch. We did a little whitewash on the red brick to give it a little contrast between that and the wood floor.
Fireplace time.
We went with an electric fireplace. People are like, why didn't you just do a gas fireplace? It's real. Here's the thing about gas fireplaces. They do not come with a remote control that can change the color of the flames.
It has the Mario lava level flames.
Now I decorate the shelves, put up some paintings, hang the guitar, and it is done. This is it. Not doing any more work.
3 fights later.
Okay, now let's do the dining room.
Painted a movie on the side of a building. All the parts you could have hidden, you left exposed.